Semantic web is everything about relations, subject, relation, objects, like relational databases, but you describe things with URIs. So you can describe Sigri here with the URL, the relation of knowing, and Anya on the right. And with this, you can now build distributed semantic address books. And this is one thing I built a few years ago. So you can start off with something like this. You can drag and drop a home page on it. That will give you, the web browser will fetch the information from a website. This is my website, will fetch the information from bblfish.net. If you click on it, on that, you will get all my list of my friends, information about me. And then the nice thing is if you click on one of the people in the second column over there, you will get, say, for example, information about Tim Berners-Lee. Very little information, just his URL. And if you double-click on that, you get information that's fetched from his website that's then merged into your information. So this allows you then to, for example, even add geolocation information to find out where your friends would be. So you can have a completely distributed social network, right? You could put your information on your website, your friends on theirs, and so on, and you can have a completely distributed, decentralized system. So you can use this in the web too. What we've done is we've added a very simple, we've got this little fof.me site, which is another way of looking at this information. And what we've discovered is that we can use some really nice little clever trick to use this to do a distributed web of trust. So we can add security to this system. And if you click on the, so once you've created yourself a little certificate, you can, which I've already done, you can go and click at the top on the login to your account. Then an X509, the server will ask you for your certificate, and you get this nice little pop-up here. You can choose what kind of person you want to be. And the certificate is sent over back to the server. And in the certificate, there is your URL that identifies you. In fact, this is what it looks like. This is what an X509 certificate looks like. There's a subject alternative name inside of the X509 certificate where you put your URL. And as a result, you get this kind of, the server can get this URL, fetch information from you, find your public key, and if they match the certificate, you have identification. This is really what the protocol looks like. So we can create distributed, secure web using Web of Trust, and we're just looking for people to help build websites that use this very simple protocol. I think I have here, if you go to, if you type FOF plus SSL in any Google browser, you'll get any Google machine, you'll get information. Oh, there's nothing there, right? You'll get information about the, there we go. You'll get information about the protocol here, on the European, at the W3C wiki here, which is, so.
Okay, Henry, 10 seconds.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
But we're not done yet. We have one more talk coming up right there. So we have like 20 minutes left. No, 2 talks actually, one, and he's also speaking here. You may have seen him yesterday. So there's 2 more talks. This would give us 10, at least we have room for 1 more talk. So if you're brave enough to just raise your hand now, there you go, 1 more, maybe even a second one. So be prepared. You don't have, as I told you, you don't have to have slides or anything. If you're just brave enough to grab the mic, speak out, you're done, okay? Right, you ready? Oh,
okay,
you
yeah.
don't slides,
yeah.
right? Okay.
No slides. And I don't even have to grab a mic because it was put on my head. So I'm Michiel Leenaars from NL Foundation, and I'm here not to talk about the project, but to basically offer you money for projects that you might have. So we're a charity. We got a pile of money when we sold the first internet provider of the Netherlands, and we fund on a global basis things that make the internet better. So For instance, the RDF stuff that was just shown now, we funded RDF stores, we funded things like Tor and GNU-net and Freenet. We fund Office suites because they, for implementing open document format. We do lots of privacy-related technologies. And it's very easy. You just go to our website, you ask us for money, and we give it to you. So, and the URL to remember is nlnet.nl. So Netherlands, net.nl. Don't be fooled by the lots of NLness in it. It's global, and you can just ask for money. We have privacy is one of our themes, privacy real-time communication. We do a lot on that. We do a lot with open document format. But if it makes the internet a better place and you convince us of that, chances are that you get your money. Okay.
Wait, bedankt. What can you say the URL once again and very slowly?
nlnet.nl. So internet, but then replace inter with NL, and then you have it.
Okay, bedankt. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to follow on from that last talk about they've got a bunch of money, then they're looking for projects. I'm a project. So it's also quite a good follow-on from the one about the social web and FOF, because if you caught my project from yesterday, then I always had this idea about everybody has their own machine. That's not a server, that's not just sending text. You've actually got data, you're doing operations on your data. So then it occurred to me that there's one special item of data that's really, really important. I'm not talking about who's getting invited to which parties, who's sharing which kind of photos with whom on the social web. I'm talking about the real stuff, okay? That's money. If I'm paying somebody $10, you can say, okay, well, I'm getting a -10, he's getting a +10. So this is between us, between people. Currently, we have this strange system where there are some trusted third parties, and they are supposed to be in charge of everything. So you don't trust somebody's word, you trust something written with a little bank company. So I thought, okay, can we offer an alternative system of credit that's person to person? This is where it becomes very important to have a strong identity. So apologize, this talk is another hour talk that's compressed into 4 minutes, or if they're courteous, then a little more. But now imagine you get a call, and they are saying, it's a friend of yours, he says, oh, can you ring me back, please? It's costing me 7 tacker per minute, it's 7 units per minute, and you ring him back, it's only going to cost you 2. Would you ring that guy back? Depends on all sorts of things. So the summary is that this is a new form of economics that I have created, and it's about relationships. The normal economics is more about what can I get, and I don't care about anyone else. So I'm saying that there's a concept called sympathy, and if you have that sympathy, that means that you will go without in order to prevent your friend from losing. So what this means in terms of the relationship, you give it a number. That's the indifference value. If you don't know, should I call, should I not? If you're at 0, then you never call them back. If it's your mom, and you know, well, when she dies, I'm going to get all her money anyway, then that's 1, because you're saving your own money. So now we've got a friend of a friend. That's a good friend of yours. So does that have a sympathy value? Well, it does. You do the math. It turns out that it's a product if there's only one path. And you can make these little axioms. That's what I've made. But what we're making is a social web, and it's a network of relationships. Now, you've heard that you get what you measure. So we are measuring altruism. We are measuring how much you care about people. So What we have got here then is not a market, because in a market I'm looking at the prices.